trace in the dark, losing myself in the endless memories of the end right from the start. You're an obsession in my head, I can't forget your eyes. Your kisses burn my skin, I feel so empty inside.
Look at those palm trees dance!
Don't want to mislead, this is all you need. Be your everything, yeah, I'll be your everything. Still too soon to feel, please just say it's real. More than just a thrill, not just in it for the thrill. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love. 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 For the love.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes out sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me.
And test, and 1, 2, 3, and dance. Oh, the party is on. Yeah, so that's about around 15 teams, 6 minutes Q&A and everything, plus a couple of minutes buffer, so count on a couple of hours. Again, if somebody figures out that you need to go home early, just put yourself on top of the queue when pitching. And with that being said, let's have a clap for Maniacs.
I want to use this too. Present. Can you hear me, guys? All good, yeah?
Hi. Everyone loves entertainment. Almost everyone loves cars, but everyone gets bored at a point, right? So, welcome to our madness. We are maniacs and we bring the entertainment level to the next level. We are a great team of 10 from filming, gaming, sport, engineers, and community building. We all have different backgrounds, but we share the same vision. And that is to create the first global RC racing hub and the world's best first-person view RC cars. Our mission is to unify the fragmented RC racing market and bring players, track owners, creators, and brands together in a fully gamified digital-first racing economy powered by Solana. RC racing is an amazing sport. It can be developed and it has a huge potential to be gamified further. But the industry today is facing big challenges. Communities interaction is challenging, friction in organizing competitions play, and tracking progress is, as a racer is fragmented. Basically, this is the bigger problem, fragmentation. We listened, we learned, but most important, we have solutions. A global discovery hub for tracks, players, events, and creators. Build better racer communities, competitive racing for everyone, unified progress and rewards, and a marketplace for physical and digital assets. How we deliver these solutions? With our two main products. First, our global RC Racing Hub, which we deliver everything through our main platform, the Maniacs Global RC Racing Hub, a gamified digital-first space where racers, creators, and fans come together to discover tracks, play and compete, earn rewards, share content, and build the future of RC racing. We're going to build this platform on 5 principles, which are discover, play, earn, socialize, and create. And second, our amazing first-person view RC cars, or how we call them, Technologia. These cars aren't just vehicles, they are fully integrated into our ecosystem. They act as both a perfect introduction for beginners and a powerful tool for experienced racers. Our cars are merging physical racing with digital ownership and unlock a entirely new world for adoption, earning, and entertainment for RC racing fans. We already built 3 fully working prototypes, testing them, and received incredible feedback, including from you guys, and thank you for that. There are multiple ways we generate revenue, but the most important ones are subscriptions, entry fees, traffic, marketplace fees, direct sales, rentals, and sponsorship. We also have a detailed go-to-market strategy that's combining early community growth, creator activations, in real-life demos, track partnership, and token utilities. And now the million-dollar question, why do we need a blockchain and why Solana? Well, because we need a card digital identity and history, NFT rewards, customized assets, race results, tokenized platform economy for the SPL token, leaderboards and transparency for seasonal competitions, player profiles, real-world asset with rental utility, the real-world asset, and on-chain telematics. Also, it's very important that our energy perfectly match Solana community. So far, we showcased at NFT Bucharest with 2 panels and live demos, received strong interest from people asking for pre-orders for these first-person view RC cars and the Global Hub. The Global Hub, we had interest from these RC trucks and associations that's already on the market. Build a passionate early community with live demo sessions and creator partnership, and we've been to Breakpoint 2024 in Singapore. Our next steps, launch on-chain live telematics integration, open pre-orders for our first limited edition of tokenized first-person view RC cars, and a case study for potential mini production factory in Portugal. And if you give me 15 more seconds, I will have a live demo for you. Thank you. So basically our new setup is gonna come with a steering wheel, pedals, and the big screen in front of you so you can feel the controls much better. For today we have the goggles, and I hope you guys have time after this competition, after the pitching competition, to have a try. It's amazing, and I hope you really try one. Thank you. Is a Q&A now, or? Okay.
Q&A.
It is? Yeah, works. So, first thing, pitch-wise, it's very complex, it's very hard to read. I had no idea at one point, like you were explaining it at the same time, it was, again, too much. Way too much. Yeah. Okay. Business model. So, okay. How are you doing this? What exactly? So, okay, you're tokenizing cars, right? This is something that I got beforehand. Go to market. How are you going to promote the marketplace? How are you going to do all the things that you explained? There's none in this. So it's, again, there's too many details. And at one point, I got lost into everything that you were saying. There was nothing to focus on. Like, okay, the team-wise, brilliant. Okay, you explained that perfectly. But on the pitch, I was like, okay, how are these guys making money? How are they going to grow the marketplace? How are they going to... More and more thing, what is telematics for somebody that doesn't know? So do you guys know what telematics is?
Yeah, but...
Okay, which is not a bad thing if you're addressing people that actually know what this is about.
To address to everyone. Yeah.
Right, so it's okay if you're targeting exactly the people that are, like, have a decent idea what this is. But...
Yeah, I know, I agree. I mean, the notes I wrote, I know we discussed this yesterday, but I think you need a much simpler go-to-market and business model, and then you should have a roadmap that will show how you will build to all of this, because it's a really big idea and it's too much to wrap your head around in 3 minutes, versus saying we're going to start with 50 cars, we'll rent them out for X at 5 tracks, and then, next year we'll build out a marketplace for aftermarket parts and these things. Otherwise, it's just too complex to get your head around. And then I think you need a clearer positioning about whether we're an entertainment product or we're a brand, especially in the, you've got a hardware angle and a software angle. So you want to simplify that, be clear that you're going to start with existing brand cars like low-seas. And so actually you're more of a software and a rental play, for example, when you go to market. So I just think simplify, simplify, simplify.
I will need your help, guys. So thank you for that. I will come and see you, Vlad, after this. So I hope you give me some advice to simplify it more.
Sorry, to ask a question, the guys have dunked you enough. I'm going to ask a question. The team, I haven't really heard about the team properly. Maybe I missed it, but...
Yeah, the team, you didn't heard about the team? So it's hard to hear from here, when you speak on that mic. So the question was, you didn't really hear about the team? Yes. Okay, can I put on the screen back so I can show you a couple of things, or you are just... Okay, we are 10 guys who believe in this project for more than 2 years. Our co-founder is Paul. He's a visual effects veteran, so he's contributing to 5 Oscar-winning blockbusters like Avenger, Dune, Prometheus. We have one of the founders of the electronic sport leagues, which is huge and it means a lot for us. Basically, these guys build from a coffee shop to a $1 billion business in gaming. We have Web 2 and Web 3 veterans on board and community leaders. So we are still looking for people, but at the moment, I'm really proud of these guys and what they do for us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. And any advice or ideas you have, we are open to it. We're still learning.
And another technical note, so I'm going to be in the first row for those that are pitching. At the 2-minute mark, I'm going to raise my hand with 2 fingers, just so you know that it's 2 minutes, you have 1 more minute left. And then at the end, I'm going to do 3. I'm just going to raise a hand. I'm going to raise both hands, so you know it's done. I'm going to be waving. Yeah, and grace period, like 15 seconds, be chill. And for the Q&A, we're also going to aim to definitely finish under 3 minutes. So, yeah.
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Hello, my name is Josip and I'm here to present ZunoPay. We are connecting local stores to consumers and we are also facilitating global adoption of stablecoins as payments. 30 years ago, many shops didn't accept cards. When credit cards were at their inception, shops were often losing customers because they only accepted cash. And back then, it was also evident that cards were the future. Same thing is happening now with stablecoins. They're recording double the growth each year in transaction volumes, even when we subtract all the bots and only include organic transactions. We are aiming to be at the forefront of that trend and help customers save money by using stablecoins. But that's all well and good if the customers can actually find you. So we are aiming to present ZunoPay as the solution. We are offering an in-app discovery through our map in the application. We are also allowing customers to earn rewards based on their spending. Loyalty points, cashbacks, discounts, all possible because of the lower fees on each transaction. We are also aiming to expand our network of merchants through our referral program, where each person that refers a merchant is going to get a percentage of their transaction fees. In 30 days, we've built the live application. We've onboarded 10 plus stores. We piloted our solution in a shop where we managed to increase their sales by 15%, and we also onboarded 80 plus users. We are aiming to make money from transaction fees and also offer a monthly subscription with advanced features and analytics to merchants. These are the partnerships that we built. One of the most significant ones is the VIP Holiday Booker. They are a real estate agency that manages over 1,000 villas in Croatia. And their average transaction is between 10 and 30,000 euros. We are a team of seasoned builders. Arthur has been a seasoned developer in D-Reader and other products. He developed protocols that processed over 300K in volume, and he contributed to core Solana repos. I was a lead designer on the application for managing and creating NFT projects, NFT marketplace, and some other projects as well. These are our mentors to keep us on track, our dear Josip Olarovic and Vidor, who is a founder of Soulflare. And that's it. Thank you.
Who are your main competitors then, both Web 2 and or Web 3?
I guess main competitors would be Visa and MasterCard. Yeah.
So on your client acquisition, you didn't touch too much on that. Why would people use you over, say, Visa and MasterCard then?
We are offering lower transaction fees, which would be the main selling point that would allow us to offer like loyalty points, discounts, and stuff like that. And also we would offer visibility to shops that accept stablecoins. So if you're a tourist, you come to Croatia, for instance, and you have a lot of USDC stacked, you could go into ZunoPay, check out the map, and see where you can purchase things.
So is it fair to say that your main competitive selling point then is lower fees?
Yeah, and in-app discovery.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think overall it's really good. What I missed a little bit is the actual product. So, you know, take with it what you want, but like for me, I don't really know what ZunoPay is. Is it an app? Is it a settlement network? Is it a blockchain on its own? What is it? So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a application that we've already built, and we managed to process payments that we piloted back in Serbia a month ago. But this is also going to be like a payment processor that you can integrate into your web shop as well, depending on the customer's needs.
I mean, Maisha is right. You should mention this. Like we built a payment processor and an app. I mean, people heads around it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if you mentioned, what's your customer acquisition? Okay, like the businesses are the customers, right, for this?
Basically, like any other application, like food ordering apps, we are first aiming to capture merchants, and then we would use the investments to market to potential customers. So after we have a network of 100, 200 merchants in a single city, we would market to consumers and get them on board as well.
So are you competing with Stripe and Square as well? Right. So it's at point of service, I can use ZunoPay.
That's end of 3 minutes for questions. If you have the deep desire to ask it, you can continue, but let's end there.
Yeah, maybe just finish that question then. At point of service, I can just tap to pay with, I don't know, Phantom to ZunoPay, is it? Is that the flow?
Yeah, you would use so you would deposit money to ZunoPay and then use that as a payment. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ima. Može i Type-C. No. Hajde. Mogu samo 10 sekund. Okay, it works. Hi. Nice. Okay. So, have you ever used the Splitwise or the Venmo or something like that to split your bills? Yeah, the problem with Venmo, it's only in USA. Problem with Splitwise, you can't actually directly send your money without card and everything. So, what I'm trying to build here is actually the app that will get you to either send money between your friends and family. So, for example, have you ever got in a conversation like this, so you need too much convo to do a simple task? The problem with it, it's hard to track what you sent and received, you cannot generate invoice for that, and you have messaging that is kind of boring for the simple task, right? And what if we could have it all in one place? And that's why I created the coin split, so you can pay and track easier. And how to save your time, actually, with automatic split of the bill. You can easily request and pay on requests. You can track your payments whenever you go into your app, and you can schedule payments monthly, weekly, whatever you want. So the kind of preview I'm showing you, you just go click, and you can actually go have description, what you paid for, and just go and send it seamlessly. Just connect your wallet and go at it. You can show what you paid previously, get the invoice or archive it, or whatever you want to do with it. And you can actually easily create a request without actually forgetting something to send to. Our business model, exactly my business model, is pocket change for peace of mind. Just a little fees for the services. My go-to-market is to test a small group, get feedback, spread to the community like the Superteam Balkans, and after that adopt it through the Solana users that are counting 15 million plus raising right now. For the future, NFC Pay, QR code pay, and many more pays that are easily to spread. And this is me, I'm Luka Ciric, I'm protocol and full stack engineer, 3+ years in the industry, 10+ years in computer science. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm ready for questions.
I mean, first, you need to chill. Yeah. Secondly, how big is the market?
50 million plus raising wallets, so it can be that big, and it could go through communities to adopt.
Okay. I don't think so, but anyway.
Yeah.
Can you like put? That was actually my question as well. Like, can you put some dollar-denominated value to it? Maybe not right now, but
yeah, not
maybe
right
in the
now,
future?
but in the future it could actually. When I go through the test and feedback on the feedback, how large can I pay? Can someone pay for
in order
transactions
for
there?
you to understand if this is really a problem or maybe it's not a problem and no one needs to solve it. Maybe it's just a vitamin, something that's like nice to have.
I experienced it at my skin, so that's the problem actually that I'm building the solution for.
Okay, but if you want investors to invest in it, then I guess they would need also to see the opportunity bigger than I experienced it on my skin. That's point of
I
feedback.
understand. Yeah, thank you.
Similar question with ZunoPay. Like, who do you view as competitors? Then you mentioned
Splitwise and
yeah.
Venmo, but they're not adopting the stable coins right now, so their fees can be large. So right now we are like ahead of them with this. Maybe they'll catch up, but we'll try to be faster and raise bigger than them. Yeah.
And on the business model, like, can you move to that slide? I don't understand it still. Like, what does small fees for services mean?
Let's say cent on dollar. Not cent, but 3 cents on dollar or something like that. Not particularly, someone would pay some fees for this service. That's why we need actually the feedback on small group. What would they pay actually for something like this?
Okay, because these other like bill split services charge like a few dollars every month as a subscription, and that's it. Just yeah.
Yeah, if you don't use it properly, and you can just get like a lot of like monthly subscriptions for that, and I'm not based on subscription, just based on the.
Right, but if like if we're splitting a dinner and it's $100 maybe, then
Okay,
you
not percentual.
Can I
it
ask
would be
a
like.
question?
Yeah, sorry.
So then it would be what, $100? How much would it be?
For the dinner or?
Yeah, for the dinner. So you would
Okay.
charge on that?
50 cents.
I see. Okay. Yeah, maybe there's something there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Mic check, mic check. I think I'll use this one. Okay. Mic check. Mhm.
Next up after Big is Mimchers, Solar Surge, and Battlebox. Just be ready. Yeah, Mimchers, prepare a PC and a deck. And as soon as Big is done, you can join stage.
Thank you. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, it's working properly. So yeah, I'm ready. So I'm Robo, and I'm CEO of BIC. And this is about a foundational signal, which is presence, which is the act of showing up, of being there when it counts. And why is this the next unlock for networks that scale? So we in Web3, we travel, we build, we show up. Hackathons, conferences, DAO meetups. But there's a thing. No one can really tell and prove that we were there. Sure, we had POAPs, but let's be honest. You scan a QR, you send it to your friend, and they are getting the rewards, or even worse, you are scanning a shady link and your wallet got drained, and most of the people don't even bother scanning. So POAP, proof of attendance, is broken. So we built something better, a new primitive, a protocol that is called BIC. With BIC, your phone joins a mesh network, an ad hoc DPIN, just by being in the room. Bluetooth does the work. No QR codes, no check-ins, no friction. And it guarantees, not guesses, that you were there, right then. BIC turns your presence into something valuable, into proof, data, and rewards. And on top of that, you always stay anonymous. You are just a wallet, but what you do becomes real. Organizers get clean data, you get recognition, everyone wins. The events industry is huge. It's like $1.1 trillion, with tech and crypto alone being 45 billion, and we are starting with a focused wedge of 50 million real IRL activations. But BIC is bigger than that. We spoke with people in 12 countries across 5 continents, and they showed us use cases we didn't even know that BIC could solve. And for example, we can validate hikers on Himalaya, right? We can track real attendance in universities all over the world. Or we can verify participation in Nigeria's National Youth Service. Our business model is pretty much simple, paper-proof. And to scale, we are building an SDK. So any app can plug into BIC and start verifying presence. Okay, so we've made friends. For example, you can imagine Solflare creating like a Guardians IRL network. Solana ID can give karma to those who showed up. I don't know. The team is made by Solana native builders, me, Robo, with 20 plus years in building top brands, Bipsy Ops Master, and Kinder, who scaled infra for 100 million plus products. So we are real builders, we know our game, and we are here to, in Web3 to prove that presence is value. And right now it's invisible, but BIC makes it real, so let it BIC. Mic check.
What's your business model? Is it charging for API calls, or?
Yes, it's paper-proof, and the organizer is the one who's paying all the time. Mic, check, mic.
I still don't understand the business model.
Sorry?
I still do not understand the business model.
The business model is paper-proof and through API access. Let's get this example here. Like the organizer is paying to have clean data and analytics of the people who came here, what was the peak hours, how long they stayed, and for this they are paying, like, let's say, 10 cents per attendee. So for an environment like this, will cost about couple $100, right? And they will get clean data to learn from.
Got it. You're building an SDK, yeah, and you said the others can also integrate it. Like, can this be used within the existing, like, let's say Solflare as an example?
Yes.
Can people still participate, be part of the big network, and without downloading your application? Like, can I use Solflare Wallet or one of the existing?
If they already have the app in...
No, the question is how can...
Not mine app, but Solflare, for example.
Yes.
Or Streamflow.
Yes.
For example, Streamflow can airdrop Bonk token to everybody who's in this room through our protocol.
Yeah, the question is, for participants themselves, do they need to have big app? Because it seems like that might be a hurdle, an onboarding hurdle. I know a lot of people, including myself, don't want to install additional applications.
Yes, that's true. You need to install an app one in your lifetime. So the struggle is not that big, but after that, everything that you need to do is just showing up that event.
So it works in the background. I just need my Bluetooth.
All the time, yes.
But is there a way that you can integrate that directly into, say, Solflare, so I don't have to download
exactly. That's why we are building the SDK.
Right.
So any app will be able to verify presence through our protocol.
So you guys are a protocol, and the app is just a proof of concept?
Yep, exactly. Our app is like a proof of concept and can be seen outside running, but what we are selling here is the protocol.
I saw you mention the marketplace.
Yes, the marketplace, because as we've told you, we've made like a focus group, international focus group, and we understood that there are so many use cases that for sure we will not be able to cover. And therefore, we are asking devs to come, build on top of our product, and we're going to share the revenues from their applications.
I want to be mindful of the time. My last point of feedback is to remove 69 years of combined experience.
But it's really 69.
No. Any number
no, it's
there.
420. It's
any
420.
number there doesn't make sense to me. It's like you combine everything and just tens or hundreds of years or whatever. So that's my. It's just doesn't look professional. That's my opinion.
Okay, I'll take this into consideration. Thank you.
After all of it, then we're like, okay, now I know what the range is. So we don't have like 2 hours long discussion.
Remember how it happened.
I wanted to come out.
They're all probably give you like 10 or 15. Like 15 to 20. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's correct.
I would say so. It can be 30.
Hello, hello. Can I start? Cool.
Yes.
Hey, my name is Ognjen, and I am presenting something that every degen needs now. This is the memchers.fun. This is first fully permissionless perpetuals launchpad. So you don't need permission, you need no code, you just need to plug in liquidity and create perpetuals market. The thing is that only around 1% of the tokens have their perpetual futures. And those perpetual futures are created either on CEX by CEX teams or either on DEX by the DAOs. So there is a lot of times where you need a perpetual future and you don't have it for the token that you need. Also, the most perpetual futures use share liquidity pool, and this is something that we're mitigating. So, what memchers.fun is, it supports for every token on Solana to be created a perpetual. Anyone can list a perpetual market instantly and permissionlessly. Plus, every perpetual market has its own pool. So, for annually, there is $1 trillion in perpetual futures. So this is only for around 1 to 2% of the tokens. Imagine how much liquidity could be unlocked for the 99% of the tokens that could have their own perpetuals. Here, I only present you the decay manager, which takes and looks at how healthy the token is upon which you are creating the future, and the volatility threshold, which looks and says, all right, here is how funding rates should work. You have the liquidity pool, you have the trader, and you have liquidity providers. Liquidity providers provide to the liquidity pool, and they act as a counterparty on traders which trade against those perps. For now, you can look at the competitor analysis, and there is no competitor that allows you to create fully permissionless perpetual futures. There is something like that in DYDX, but they scan and they also decide upon some of their parameters how the token or how the future is going to be launched. So our business model is based on fees, and we take 100% for a listing. For example, if you want to open the pool, you need to pay the listing of $10, which the memchers will take. We'll take a 10% of open and closing fees. We'll take the 10% of funding rates, and we will take 100% of the deposit fees. This is our team. I'm a CEO. You can look to the others and bring it on.
So you touched on competitors there. Do you then view launch pads like Pump or Let's Bonk as a potential funnel for you guys, or would you compete with them because you fragment liquidity?
Yeah, what we want is to establish some kind of partnership with other launch pads which can have the, like Pump Fun or Radium Launch. So the teams, for example, who launch the tokens on their platform, they're going to be able to for like lower price or whatever, to launch at our launchpad.
Do you have a rough view on how much liquidity you need for like individual perps to make them sustainable?
It depends. It depends. For example, what we do, we don't allow the high leverage on the pools that have a low liquidity. So, for example, if there is 100K in a pool, you could have, for example, I don't know, times 2 for 500K, you can have times 5 for $1 million, you can have times 10. We have the mathematics that calculates that.
Good pitch, good presentation.
Thank you.
Good problem statement, good market. Why do you think that there are no competitors in this space?
There are competitors. I still did not see, I cannot say if somebody is working on creating this. I can see what every other exchange has right now. What we saw is that Hyperliquid in their documentation says, this is something we're striving for in the end.
Okay, yeah, but like, why do you think that no one out there has built this and like already out live and thriving?
Yeah.
What are the other problems?
We did our R in R&D, and I just didn't see it. I saw that DYDX, for example, has something like launchables, and it allows you, if you give to their Megavolt 10K, you can launch per pool, but it's not fully permissionless because they go and scan for the other chains and look at the tokens, and they say, all right, this token is under our prerequisite for launching a pool, and you can launch it, and you can be a perp creator, but you need to give 10K. But also, it's like their decision which futures they are gonna label as launchable.
Okay, so, I mean, I've seen this, so this might be a comment back to what Josip was saying more than a question, okay? Because basically what Malish asks is the question, why isn't anyone else doing this? I know they're like striving for this. But what will happen to this product? Give me a second. Give me a second to finish. What will happen to this product if any of them builds something? They have the users.
Yeah, we would become competitors, but I'm not sure. Can you just...
So the question is, again, this, I mean, I'm sorry, but this seems more like a feature than a full-on product. I believe that this will get some revenues, but what would happen if any competitor builds a permissionless this?
We would become, like, I think, direct competitors, like you have, like, a token launcher in, like, many sites, you know? There is no one company or one product who is doing a token launch. So it would become like fragmented liquidity, and we would have to deal with them as a like direct competition.
One more thing here: how do you plan on acquiring customers?
All right, we will build it. We will try to get some traction, and we are like targeting the first of all, because this is like. With leverage, it's like volatility tokens with leverage is like on steroids. So everybody who likes to do that, you know, already guys who are on a pump fund trying to earn gazillion bucks with $1, we're trying to get them to our protocol.
Thank you.
Test.
Are we ready?
Technical issues presentation. Screen won't mirror.
Can you plug in the...
Here. Oh, okay.
And the timer here is off in 3 seconds.
Hi, so we are the Solar Surge, and the millions of homes that use solar energy are generating excess electricity. And that electricity goes to waste. We are helping people turn that lost energy into real income. So basically, electricity grids have stopped buying back the surplus energy. That's over 25 million homes, 64 terawatt hours annually. So $25 billion missed opportunity. Our solution is our simple plug-and-play device called Surgify. It transforms that surplus energy into pure profit. It will route that unused energy to mine cryptocurrency or train AI. In return, user just gets rewarded into crypto back to their wallet. To get started, it's really simple. Just plug in the Surgify, connect it to your Wi-Fi, and watch it go to work. You'll only see earnings onto your wallet. Before solar surge, energy would just go to waste. But after that, unused energy would be routed to compute workloads. We make money from hardware sales and take a small fee from compute workload revenue. No panels, no problem. You can even use your personal computer to join the network. You don't need to use solar energy. But if you are a user of our platform and solar panels, you will receive an extra bonus in token rewards. We are using the model that already works. We can just take a look at Grass.io. In the first 6 months, 50K computers in the network, nearly $400 million market cap. We are a team of young innovators. I'm Tony Dumancic. I'm only 17 years old and came from Mostar. With me are Noah Vlahov, mathematician at undergraduate at PMF Split, and Luka Relja, our hardware engineering whiz. We are already collaborating with the biggest firms in Mostar. We can take a look at AlphaTerm and with Solana ecosystem, Superteam, or Solana Foundation and Colosseum. Thank you for watching, and be free to check out our website and Twitter. You can also download our white paper and see the roadmap.
How much is the hardware, and have you calculated a general return to like ROI?
Basically, we have a calculator on my website that will calculate your return on investment based on what ASIC miner you use and how much you produce. Because if you have a lot more excess energy, you will have a better ROI and better earnings.
Did you say that you're 17?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
No follow-ups. Yeah. So on, have you got with the hardware an average shelf life as well? Like, do these things, are they useful for a year, 2 years, and then you need to upgrade the hardware? Or?
So basically, the hardware is just a man in the middle. It just detects if there are excess energy and activates the ASICs on software on your computer that can run tasks. Also, one thing that I didn't mention is there would be a marketplace where users that need to train AI or to do any type of workloads like Blender rendering can pay a task, and one computer from the network can pick it up and get paid. So that's also one of the use cases.
Okay, I think that's a very important point that you raised, because my question, if you didn't say that, would be why would anyone use additional hardware if they can just plug in their existing miners or PCs to the network? But as I understand it now, and maybe this is something you should explain better in the pitch as well, is that this device actually figures out what is the excess energy, the additional one that will go wasted, right?
Yeah, so basically, in the household, if you have solar panels that produce at least 12 kilowatts, you wouldn't use 12 kilowatts at all times. And when it detects the surplus, like the kilowatt that you didn't use, that would go back to the grid, it will activate a miner or set your computer to be active to pick up tasks. And as you are redeeming that unused energy, you get rewarded in the cryptocurrency from other users, bonus in tokens from our platform. So 1 token equals 1 kilowatt hours that are going to some workload.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I don't have more questions. I want to be mindful of time and give a lot on.
Okay, so my question would be, how do you plan on, you showed grass, right? So how do you plan on getting there? You answered Malaysia a bit with the, token incentivization and all this. But how do you go there? How do you plan on growing this much? How do you plan on growing this much?
Growing.
Yeah.
So our plan is first to be a partner with solar shops, where people that want to buy solar panels and install to them to their houses. We will explain to them that electricity grids aren't buying back the surplus, and if they want, with solar panels, package our device. So that's our first point of sale. And of course, Solana and other communities and ads, marketing.
Okay. I mean, that was my question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Apology from my side. I'm supposed to raise hands when there's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but I'm writing feedback as you're pitching to give you like instant feedback once you take a seat. So I forget it. So please, like, I thought this is going to be in the bottom left corner, but you can actually see this. So try to be self-aware with the time and look at the timer above as you're pitching. I'm not reliable.
Yes, maybe someone else can do that. Josip? Maybe someone else.
Hi guys. Does any of you here remember Miniclip as the bottomless pit of entertainment from your childhood? Raise your hands. Okay, thank you. My name is Alexa, and I'm the founder of BattleBucks, a Miniclip for money games. So, let's be honest, casinos are extremely fun, but they suck. They have one of the most passionate user bases that keep coming back, but their passion is only being exploited. They never win in long term, and they don't own anything. While niche degen casinos make millions in revenue from these users, exploiting them, so we made a question. What if we gave these users the keys to the house? So that is why we are building a community-owned platform for money games, where instead of boring player versus house games, players compete in PvP money games. And we're distributing ownership of this platform through an airdrop campaign where users wager in the club to own the club. And this is our simple boilerplate, where players buy into a game, they play a tournament, and the winner claims the prize. All this managed through smart contracts, so it's always user custodying the money. At the beginning, we're developing our own apps on our centralized application, our own games, and then we're moving to this platform model, which I referenced earlier as a Miniclip. And our first game is a roguelike rock, paper, scissors game, which I'm going to show you a demo now. So we buy into a game, wait for players. We get random deck of cards. Cards you play are gone. We can analyze opponents' cards to strategize, which, as tournament progresses, becomes more and more interesting when the decks get lower. We need to beat our opponent in a best of 3 to win the round. We have a chat for trash talk and mind games. And just like that, in 3 minutes, we 4x'd our crypto. Developers of games share the revenue of the platform, while everything else goes to the token, to align with our community. And this is our team, 12 years of dev experience, multiple products with revenue, and really strong backing. And we would really appreciate if you can help us reach our first users, and we just launched our promo video, so if you can scan and like or even retweet, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Can you talk to me about the gameplay more? So with your first game there, do you need everyone to be playing at the same time, or?
Yeah, we currently have 2 modes. First being Battle Royale, which needs 4 players to be there at the same time. And the second is 1v1, where there's only need for 2 players.
Could you introduce bots to that in the future?
Yeah, we're exploring introducing bots to make a better user experience, so it's easier to find the game at these early stages.
Can you talk about the token a little bit more? So is the tokenomics, does it just exist to distribute fees, basically?
Yeah, the point of token is to reward the actual users who are passionate about the platform, who helped us build it out, and the plan to return the value that the platform actually generates back to those users, and to align everyone, the team, community, investors.
I got one more question. Vlad's thinking. Can you prove randomness, fairness in these games then? Is that on-chain?
Currently it's off-chain, but because we wanted to ship as fast as possible, but we are definitely exploring and know how to do the verified on-chain randomness.
Do you need some license in order to facilitate these games?
No, because everything is self-custodial and on cryptocurrency. If we decide to implement fiat as playing with fiat, then it's needed.
I'm not sure that's the case.
We have legal advisors in the teams, so we double check that. But if it's needed, we already have alternatives to get it fairly fast.
Competition. Who's your competition?
Competition. I have mentioned some of the niche digital casinos, which is the first markets that we're approaching. Someone would argue that even the traditional online casinos are our competition, but our core competitions are PvP casinos and PvP money games.
What was the project that generated 17 million in a year?
It's multiplier fun. It's on the slide.
I believe you would benefit from showing some of the numbers like that, like market size, some simple back of the napkin calculation, how much you can earn and what is the potential, because it is still not clear. That's the feedback.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Are we going to go for 1, 2 more and then a break, or? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Next one, Kcane. Do we need to turn on the ventilation? Yes. Okay. This one. So are we going to close after this one for a pause?
Mogu? Test. Hello everyone, my name is Nino and I'm building Keep Coding and Nobody Explodes, or Kcane for short. Adoption starts with developers. As long as they keep coding, nobody explodes. When faced with 2 learning paths, developers always opt into the most exciting learning experience. That's why we are building Squid Game-inspired series of developer competitions. Basically, we airdrop a CNFT bomb into every participant's wallet. From that point, the clock starts ticking. They have 2 hours to learn and utilize the featured tech stack in a series of capture the flag-like challenges in order to defuse the bomb. All they have to do is clone the repository, create a key pair, and boom, they can start solving the challenges. First one to defuse gets $5,000, others to defuse share $1,000. Everyone else explodes, but they all get proof of participation token. We don't just want developers to showcase their existing abilities. We want them to learn and grow. So that's why each challenge provides a learning documentation in the form of bomb defusal manual for the featured tech stack. We're partnering with biggest protocols and teams on the Solana by funding marketing efforts, development, and prize pools. In the first week, we've already secured $10,000 prize pool hard commitment from Superteam grants, and we have our friends at Turbine supporting the cause. We've also already reached out to protocols such as Metaplex, Helios, and Sonic to secure the first sponsored competition. As Jacob Creech, head of DevRel at Solana Foundation, recently suggested in a next thread, we should be focused on developers outside of our bubble, and I completely agree. Based on Electric Capital's last year report, we're targeting 39,000 new developers which explored Web3. And of all the ecosystems, Solana has seen the highest inflow of new talent with 83% year-over-year growth of new developers. We have 3 years of experience building on Solana and have led the development of some of the biggest projects in the ecosystem, such as Solana ID, Grid Academy, Chomp, and Longwood Labs. Since Web3 developers are just a drop in the bucket compared to a broader developer market, we're planning to, in future, partner with the likes of AWS, Google Cloud, Next.js, and other big Web2 technologies. Our end goal is to onboard every single developer to Solana, and their mission is to defuse a bomb and land the job.
Thank you, Nino.
Thank you.
So I think this is this is a lot of fun. To me, this does not seem like a business, but rather as one strategy or one approach for someone like Layer 3, or maybe Solana Foundation wants to do a grant program, and then they kind of have this project to do it. So my feedback would be, if you want to become business like Layer 3, that other companies and projects kind of outsource how to onboard more developers to their systems. Look at that angle and maybe not over-index and focus for one specific strategy, which might or might not work until you actually test it out and see if people like it or not. And maybe people like it for the first time, but maybe for the second time, everyone's like, okay, this is already seen, let's see something else. Yeah.
Thank you. For the start, our plan is to fund ourselves through education grants, community grants, and sponsorship deals. But for the future, we plan to go with the route of our biggest competitors in Web2 space, like Hack the Box or Free Code Camp.
Okay, so basically the deal is you start with this because this is viral, and then you become a platform for... Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
This was not presented in the pitch deck. Like, if you approach it from a different angle, like this is where we want to be, and this is what we have now as a first step, I think it would make more sense.
Need a roadmap.
Yeah. But I think this is like something that can get a grant from foundations and sustain for a relatively long period of time, months, maybe years, especially with a lean team of 2 people. But if you want to make it like a VC investable business, then there needs to be an opportunity for this to like 100x.
What does explode mean? Is that kind of a bit of a, I don't know, distraction? It's more you compete for the 2 prizes, the rest of you lose.
So yeah, the ones that do not complete the challenge in the estimated 2 hours, their CNFT, which they got airdropped, will be converted to an explosion, and they will not receive a share of $1,000 prize pool.
Do you see other opportunities for revenue versus just grants or sponsorships?
For now, all we think about were grants and sponsorships.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so let's take a small break for exactly 10 minutes until 3:30. I am just asking all of you to be mindful about the time because one of our judges needs to fly back home after this, so please come back in 10 minutes. Thank you.
I want to get away. I wanna
fly away.
Trained to look great. We could do anything to have a bit of fame. I'm looking for one little kiss on lips, but we tried to run. I'm not ready with good, when I see you right there, you let me want some more. I'm looking for one little kiss on lips, but we tried to run.
you take some pics?
Very good. Let's have a clap for V-Rate.
Thank you, guys. Check. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. I will be presenting V-Rate to you today. V-Rate is a mobile Web 2.5 app that allows people to discover local businesses through search or AI agents and check into those businesses, leave a review, and get rewarded both in tokens and in reputation. Now, V-Rate has all the elements to become a mass-adopted consumer application. First of all, it's a huge market. Foursquare was one of the biggest hypes in Web 2. They amassed more than 16 billion unique check-ins with 50 million active users in a time when the internet was much smaller than it is right now, and they didn't have any follow-up, and that was their mistake. We follow up with reviews. And I'm not gonna ask anybody here, do you use reviews for local businesses? Of course you do. Everybody uses online reviews. It's such an underestimated market. And very important, it's also a growing market. It's not saturated. The year-on-year projected growth is 17% until 2030, when it reaches more than $30 billion. Now, very importantly, you need to have a big problem in that market. And we all know this problem because we all use online reviews. Fake reviews is a huge problem. It is estimated that almost 30% of all online reviews are fake. We are solving this by a proof of authenticity system. We check your location when you check in, and we check your biometrics. We allow for proof of purchase via a picture of the bill, so ticket scanning, and we use AI to analyze your review. Now, this is not it. Platforms also get fined for manipulation of reviews, deletion of reviews, promotion of reviews. We hash and put all reviews on chain, so we cannot tamper with those reviews. Now, a second big problem is a horrible search experiences. And me, as a digital nomad, had that problem. That's why I founded V-Rate. It's really hard to find local businesses that are great. We use AI and we use social recommendations, so you can see where your friends have checked in and which businesses they love to give you a much more smooth experience. And last but not least, there is an unfair value distribution. Yelp and TripAdvisor made $3.2 billion last year. How much money did you make writing a review? Exactly, zero. We're changing that. And we're using the same business model as Yelp and TripAdvisor. We do a business subscription model where businesses pay for online review management, for ads and promotions. We supplement that with consumer-generated revenue from platform fees, NFT sales, all that. We use 80% of that, funnel it back to the token, and distribute it through leaderboards, to games, to gamification, and DAO participation to become the world's first community-owned review platform. And that will create a network effect with data that will attract more merchants, creating a flywheel. We have a great team. My co-founder was the one bringing Uber into Belgium, is an exited entrepreneur. My other co-founder is one of the biggest KOLs, Forbes 30 under 30. And we just hired the head of community of the biggest social app in the history of crypto. We have a lot of traction, but my time is up. I created a 5-minute pitch, sorry. And we're raising right now. But most importantly, please download our app and let's make reviews great again. Thank you so much.
Okay, I mean, but we spoke about this when we met. So why isn't Foursquare being used anymore?
Sorry?
Like you mentioned Foursquare and they had this billion, whatever, 16 billion, right?
Yeah.
16 million, whatever.
Yeah, 16 billion.
Yeah. Is it still used? What's your, like, competition-wise, you're competing with Google and with Foursquare, right?
Yeah, Foursquare pivoted, so they only had the check-in model. It was very, very popular, but they didn't have any follow-up. So people just started checking in, but there was nothing. There was no monetary rewards, incentives, no social aspect. And so they created a new app called Swarm, and then everybody got away. And now Foursquare is still alive, but they're a data-providing model that gives via APIs, so places POIs and stuff to other businesses.
And did they pivot because Google Maps essentially took over their market?
Yeah.
And how, like, is what you presented enough of an edge for people to break their habit of using Google Maps and download the new app and start using a new application instead of just trusting the reviews on Google Maps?
Yeah. Do you trust reviews on Google Maps?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a lot of people don't, right? They have a lot of surveys. More than 2/3 of online consumers do not trust reviews in Google Maps, depending on the geography where you are, depending on the type of business. But also, do you leave reviews on Google Maps?
Occasionally.
Okay,
like,
well, most
I
of
would
the people...
say very rarely, but like maybe in a lifetime I left like 10 reviews. In total.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly bad ones.
Yeah, that is the insight that we have in comparison to the incumbents. The incumbents use search engine behavior. So you use Google Maps to search things, which is not a great experience, because, for example, when I go to a new place, I have to compare 7 restaurants with a 4.2 star and a 4.4 star. What's the difference? Half of the reviews are fake, so it's horrible. So we provide a better search, but we build from the bottom up and incentivize people to leave reviews and data more than they would search. So this is how we populate what we call human-generated content.
Can you talk about that a little bit, like the process of the fraud prevention? There's a couple stages you mentioned, and then that you're incentivizing this better behavior, I guess.
Yeah.
How does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're very flexible. You can actually leave a review whenever you want, but the more data that you provide and the more certainty you provide, the higher the trust score of your review. So as a user, if you look up reviews, you will see a trust score next to every review, and you get incentivized. The higher the trust score, the more rewards you will get. If you scan a ticket, like your bill, it's a very high trust score level, because then you actually interacted with the business. If you've checked in and you proved your location and your biometrics, it also adds to your trust score. If you write a review that is very long and detailed, AI will analyze it and it will improve your trust score. And so we'll keep compounding on this stuff to actually make sure that 99.9% of all reviews are authentic. We'll never reach 100, we're very realistic, but 99.9 is already a 1000x improvement.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk more later.
Yeah, let's talk. Thank you.
Homemade. Clap.
Hi everyone, my name is Mislav and I'm here today to present you Homemade. So as I'm sure you know, we live in a smart home era with over 19 billion IoT devices connected and over 360 million households use some kind of smart home technology. So what can a smart home do for you? It can, for instance, automate your daily routines, save your energy and reduce bills, and it also helps the planet by efficient energy resource management. So unfortunately, there are some things that smart home can't do. It can't read your guests' minds, make dinner decisions for your kids, or earn you money. But what if we could fix just one of those things? And I'm sorry to spoil you, but dinner arguments are still your responsibility. But what I have might be just even better. So smart home has a potential to generate your passive income. And let's be honest, few things are better than earning money while you're asleep. Let me explain. So according to a report, by 2013, smart home data analytics revenue is projected to reach $24 billion with compound annual growth rate of 18%, and the total smart home market value will reach $540 billion. So currently, the smart home data potential is extremely untapped, and over 70% of IoT providers fail to monetize from their data. The main reason for this is because there is no easy, user-friendly, plug-and-play way for smart home users to share their data and earn rewards from it. And yet, the demand for this kind of data is really high. Insurers, marketers, utility companies, and researchers are all aiming this data. HomeMate is here to change that. By integrating HomeMate into your smart home platform, you can share your data and get rewarded for it in a form of platform tokens. You can share whatever data you are comfortable with sharing, and you can cancel anytime. On the other hand, interested parties can purchase this data via marketplace of the platform. Our target launching platform is Home Assistant, which is the largest smart home system platform with over 500,000 users. And it enables us really easy go-to-market strategy since we don't need to develop any kind of hardware. We just integrate inside the smart home, inside the Home Assistant add-on marketplace, same like you download the app from Google Play or Apple Store. With HomeMate, you are making money on every step of the way by sharing various types of data that can be interested to end users. Our business model is simple. So core revenue comes from transaction fees from data purchases. There is also space for introducing different tiers of users via subscription model, and there is also space for advertising smart home products. Our team is really good and consists of both IoT and blockchain professionals, and we are fully equipped to rise to the challenge. And that will be it. Thank you for your attention.
Can you explain more about the business model?
About what?
Business model. How do you, like, that was for me a bit confusing. Who is going to pay for the subscription?
So by sharing your data, you get rewarded with platform tokens. On the other hand, the interested parties like insurance companies, researchers, etc., buy this data on our marketplace with some kind of stable asset. In the exchange, a stable asset for our platform token, and the end users get the rewards from the token value.
I'm going to ask the sacrilegious crypto question. Why a token then? Why not just pay in if I'm buying, I'm an insurer, I buy on the marketplace in USD or USDC.
Yeah.
Why not just pass that down to me as the consumer?
Well, launching the token is, I think, pretty easy for us in the beginning to launch the platform. So we can guarantee you from the start, like, you will get $50 monthly, but if you come in early, you have these tokens, relatively large amount. By the time that the platform comes, let's say 10,000, 20,000 users, you will really benefit from it.
How are you gonna get the advertisers, or not the advertisers, the insurance companies and everyone else to buy this? So these are actually your clients, right?
Yeah.
You're getting people to. I mean, I understand why you're using a token. Why you're incentivizing users to have this to give the data away.
Yeah.
So it's like a what's called chicken and the egg, right? So you need people to have.
Yeah, we need like relatively large amount of users to this data to be useful, and I will say if we like get to 10,000, 20,000 homes, that insurance and other companies would be really interested in that kind of data. But with like 5 users, there's no value for them in that.
Do you already have that? Like, is there already a strong demand for this data that you can just tap into?
So currently, as far as I researched, I didn't find any type of company that does solely smart home integration. There is some platform on Ethereum, but they are focused on like streaming various types of data.
No. My question was more like not if you have a competition, but like, do you know for sure that there is a strong demand from advertisement agencies, insurance companies, or who not on the demand side?
To answer, yeah, especially because like it is probably more popular in America because of the large user base.
Okay, I think that's arguably one of the most important questions for you to answer, because if there is, then it all makes perfect sense. If there isn't, then the whole beautiful solution doesn't make sense because there's no problem for it.
Quick one. How many different standards are there that you'd need to integrate into?
What do you mean by standards?
So if you have a smart home, everyone has a different system they're using, right? Home Evo versus Ring versus whatever. Are they all different, or are they quite unified on the back end?
Well, I'm not that into Homey and what the Candle and other, but in Home Assistant it's open source and it's really easy to integrate the app inside. And so our app API uses Home Assistant API, and the part with communication with devices, protocols is bypassed by that. Thank you.
Next step is test 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is. Just a reminder for the folks about to hit the timer when there's like a Q&A as well. There was no timer this time for Q&A, or? Yeah, okay. We're all at our damn phones. Yeah, next up, Alexander for a series from Solana, Romania. Let's hear a clap.
All right, That's good, this one. All right, thank you, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm the founder of Sirius, but just as Amazon simplified commerce, Sirius will simplify DeFi access for everyone, everywhere. But what is Sirius? Sirius is an easy access to DeFi, profitable yield layer, an access and an AI I think we have a problem. Perfect. Seriously one, yeah? Should be okay. I think that should work. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe we can reset it. Okay.
All right, perfect. Now, what is Sirius? Sirius is an easy access to DeFi, an AI-optimized gateway for stable profits, and with an intelligent yield layer to DeFi protocols. Now, you can enjoy a less stressful life while our agents work for you 24/7 to keep those strategies safe. But does this look like a normie trilemma, a normie adoption trilemma? Now, I'm not going to ask you to raise your hands for those who lost money in the trenches or in DeFi in general. I know there's some good stories. In a fragmented world of DeFi, many users handle hurdles like complexity, confusion, and which will lead to FOMO-driven mistakes, aka getting wrecked. Now, how much time you'll spend to study and research these protocols? They will say, do your own research, as well as some of the providers. Some of the providers have siloed strategies, custody of their assets, as well as a chatbot. But there's a massive market opportunity here with over $10 billion in total value locked on Solana. And with a 16% annual growth, there's a huge market opportunity. So just like a train connecting people to places, Sirius connects you to this opportunity and optimizes your yields across it. Now, we're creating a journey for our users. Instead of just holding idle assets, we let you open personalized AI vaults across low, medium, and high risk profiles. You get Sirius tokens in return. Basically, our Sirius token is our stablecoin yield-bearing token. Now, this is very serious to the bone marrow. These are not your trading bots or your GPTs. They feed on data, and with every wave of information, they react, adapt, and decide the best strategies to follow. As well, mapping everything in their individual and shared experience library. So basically, they learn how to earn. Now, Lovelace is our first model running on Sirius V1, incorporating 3 role-based agents. But you can call her Ada. You can Google her name after that, as I have about no time left here. About almost 10 months of research and development, Lovelace integrates innovative components from leading platforms while connecting to different Solana dApps through a model context protocol. Our vision and goal to enter the market are focused on early DeFi adopters and newcomers, non-technical users, starting with our early access program and expanding to partnerships with major protocols, liquid staking providers, and NFT artists, because some of you DJs, I know you have a hotspot for that. To answer some possible those type of thoughts, we plan to abstract complexity with building interactive experiences to increase user retention. Now, my name is Alex. I'm the founder and CEO of Sirius, currently a team of 6 with a total of 30 years experience in tech, finance, and design up to Hollywood level. TLDR, I believe that every team needs a core belief. Our belief is to build a reactive and adaptive super app that will drive faster the adoption on Solana. On this note, you'll have a chance to take a sneak peek on our MVP. Make sure to scan the QR code. And the backend is almost done for our early access member. Thank you so much. I was Alex.
So who's your target user?
Newcomers, non-technical users, people that prefer yields rather than risks.
So my question for everyone building some sort of automated investment technology is, why would you productize this versus just have an edge, if you really have an edge, and then raise a liquid fund?
So far, I bootstrapped this project, and I'm working in the deep machine learning part. What I've seen already on the market, most of the platforms have static strategies and AIs that will follow those static strategies. So you go to every single DeFi protocol every time. How many DeFi apps you have on your phone? How many protocols? With Sirius, it basically routes all the yields around, so it makes it more easier for them.
Yeah, maybe my question didn't land well, but like if there is an investment strategy or many investment strategies built by AI that like have a provable track record of being good and having an edge over traditional strategies, like maybe being delta neutral or whatever, why would you offer it to others when you can leverage it yourself, like raise up $100 million and just go all in and take a carry and a performance fee from your own fund? Why build a product versus raise a fund?
So this is a product made for users, basically. I was not thinking about the investment fund part yet, but I don't know exactly the protocols you're talking are on DeFi, right?
I'm not talking about any particular protocol.
Okay.
I'm talking about if you have an edge, why not use it to your own advantage versus giving it to others? That's my whole point.
I haven't thought about it. I just want to bring this after 10 months of work on public.
Here you go.
I mean, one more thing from the deck, you haven't showed how you're gonna, again. My favorite thing is how are you gonna acquire users? So.
Well, we have an early access program for users to actually try the MVP, and we're gonna build from there our own community, as well as partnerships with our NFT artists. We have good collaborators with a good amount of followers as well.
What has been the performance of these strategies? Do you actually have some historical numbers you can back?
The code is 95% ready. I just need hardware and start training the models and test them. based on some scenarios that I already tried them on, it can provide up to 30% APY. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
And so for the end, we have Solarina, Nomu, Cryptopoly, and Mick. What's the name of your project? Pixel. Yeah, so there's like 4 more, including Vedran right now. You need to pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up.
Don't you know, pump it up. You gotta pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You gotta pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up.
Oh my God. You have to bring Malisha to each other demo day.
Solarina!
Thank you, let's have a clap.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. What if I told you that the snake game could generate millions of dollars in revenue while creating a genuine crypto utility? What would you say about that? Not true. Okay, let's see if we can make it happen. All right, so my name is Vedran, and I'm a member of a chill chat company, and we are making the game called Solarina. So that's a snake game. We'll see it later, probably. So the problems that we run into is that the current Web3 games are just traditional games with tokens slapped on, right? So 99% of the potential players are running away because they're scared of the complex DeFi mechanics. And there's no real integration with crypto social and economic potential. So how we did it, we made it happen by using something that's already been proved mechanics. Over 100 million players globally are playing Snake on Slither.io, and Solana's gaming ecosystem is growing over 300% year over year. We came up with the solution, which is called Solarina. So you have an arena with up to 50 players, and in real time you battle. Imagine it like a Fortnite meets Snake, right? So you're playing one against other, you're wagering your crypto, and if you kill someone, you just steal all his belongings, right? And the good thing is that we have a community integration, so whether you use Sol or Bonk or whatever token you prefer, you represent that token in your team, and then there's a team-based competition, there's leaderboards and whatnot, there's pride and loyalty, as I mentioned in here. So the key features are, as I mentioned, high-stakes gameplay. So you wager your crypto and you play for profit. If you kill a player, you get his belongings. Everyone can play it because it's not a complex game. We support mobile and browser, and it's really, really fun to play. Of course, you unite under your community, and you play with your friends against other communities. Since the beta launch 7-8 months ago, we have over 80,000 players, and we've gained almost $9 million in seed funding, mostly by Solana Ventures, Crypto.com Capital, and Big Brain Holdings. So what's currently happening is that we are end of season 05, starting season 1. Soon we'll be launching mobile, iOS, and Android, and the full launch will be at the breakpoint in December. I think I'm done. So how we make money, we take 5% on all the players' extractions. We sell season pass access, some items, like regular in-app purchases, and that's about it. So what's currently on chain? We are truly Web3, so we are signing up with Solana wallet. We have buy-ins with our chill token. We have transactions and reward. They're all on Solana blockchain. And for the future, we are going to have like a marketplace for trading in-game items and some skins and et cetera, et cetera. And if you want to buy a token, which was released in February, I believe, you can scan the QR code and purchase yourself a token. And that's it for me.
Why are you here? That's awesome, yeah.
No, I just wanted to present the project and hopefully build up another community that will play against the current players, which are pretty awesome, I must say.
You already got some players I saw the judges play
okay.
as you were pitching.
Nice.
Any questions? Or
great.
What are you looking for? Like, are you looking for funding? Are you looking for feedback? And by the way, I know you're already
I'm just
working.
spreading the word. I'm not looking for anything except for the new players to come in and play.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. I just tried it out. So.
I do have one bit of feedback. I know we're meant to be doing questions, but you've got to show the game on the deck at some point, because it sounds fun.
Do I have time?
You have 2 minutes. You have no more questions.
No, I cede my time, yeah.
I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't know how to work this. Oh, okay. Just a Solana tile. Yeah. So basically, you come here, you read the tutorial quickly, and then you sign up with your wallet or your Gmail, and then you just enter the arena. Now I'm entering as a guest. And now I'm playing. You can see I'm a part of the Solana token, and I'm playing against all these others. And now that they're trying to, yeah.
Is there a free-to-play mode?
Yes.
Or you always have to stake something?
Yes, you can play for free and just earn the chill token. You don't have to wage. There are only currently we only have like live events where you can play for a real crypto wager, but that's like 2 times a month or something, and it's only lasts like for 2 hours, and then it's done. Because we're still in beta, so we are not that confident to go to real production at the moment. But yeah, since like we're in beta for the past 8 months, and we really see the big increase in players on a weekly basis actually. Yeah. I don't have the numbers at me. I would have to look at the Grafana dashboards, but like it's steadily increasing.
Can I get that on? You may have alluded to it, iOS or Android.
Yeah, the soft launch will be happening in a month or 2, but the full launch will be in December for both iOS and Android, yes. Currently, it's just web-based.
Brilliant.
Oh, we haven't given the t-shirts, damn it. Like, we can throw them off the stage. The winners are gonna get t-shirts. Huh? Yeah, with waifus, t-shirts with waifus. Can you pump it up? Or can you?
What do you want from me? What do I need to do? Nom? 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 Yes, you can, but I'll have to introduce you, bro. That I'm the no. I'm just the don't touch my red mark. I'm the MC, right? Master of Ceremony. So now we have a Nemo with us.
Woo. Thank you. Thank you very much for the warm introduction. Because everybody's on the phone, I'll take 10 seconds to ask you a question. We're here at the Solana conference, so hopefully everybody knows this. What is the one thing Solana is on about today? What is the one concept you keep hearing from everybody at the foundation and around the foundation? 3 letters. Someone said that the judge is aware of it. Internet capital markets. Does everybody know what an internet capital market is? If not, very simple. Capital means money. It's a way to accumulate money and to deploy it towards a specific use case. Now, let's have a look at what internet capital markets look like today on Solana. There's 2 bubbles. One bubble is much, much bigger. Does anyone ever guess what the right bubble is? I've only 3 minutes, so I'm not going to let you too much time. It's a token casino. So today, about 9, and this is a conservative estimate, 90+% of all the economic activity on Solana is directly or indirectly correlated to token casino. But here the question we must ask ourselves is, what is actually Web3? Is it just aggressive speculation? And the follow-up question to that is, what is the difference between Web2 and Web3? Here again, one word. Everybody know it? It's the last brownie point. Okay. Ownership. Yes, sir. Read and write. You can read, write, Telegram, Twitter. You can read, write, own anything on Web3. So what if I told you that tomorrow internet capital markets can actually come back to the original ethos of Web3, beyond aggressive speculation, and bring ownership to the blockchain, to Solana specifically? Nomu is exactly that. Internet capital markets for real-world assets. We bring Kickstarter on-chain. How does it work? You can pre-buy a product. That pre-purchase of the product allows you to finance the production of that product. As a thank you, as a reward, you get a revenue share from all the subsequent sales from that, all tracked and all distributed on-chain. That's it. Simple as that. We actually got a demo, but given the time constraint, I'm happy to play it later. Just imagine an e-commerce platform. You get an NFT. The NFT is your IOU. It's your proof of pre-ownership. So we'll quickly skip that if possible. Because it's such a simple product to explain, we actually got loads of integration with Web2 companies like Côté Sushi. That's the first thing that's happening next month. They have 100 restaurants in France and in Switzerland. We are creating a sushi Happy Meal. Reposter Coffee on React, Flojo. Every single logo, in fact, on this slide, we have a partnership with, and we're going to launch a product. Team, myself come from Swissborg, together with my mentor, Anthony, the smartest guy I've ever known, which is Ryan. He dropped out of Oxford to become a DJ, a true story. And Theo, who was a community lead at Multiverse X back in the day. So that's it, a small team, but we're hungry. The mission is to bring back Web3 to something that's more than speculation, allow to consumers to elevate themselves to co-owners and have entrepreneurs find a new direct-to-consumer marketing channel and distribution channel through the pre-purchase of products. Thank you very much. Yeah, the demo is 40 seconds. So please disregard the UI because obviously it's just a demo. But it's just to show you this is all happening, by the way, on mainnet. So there's nothing crazy happening here. Here, for instance, is a sushi that's pre-buying. I'm just going to pay with Apple Pay with my wallet. In this case, it's Phantom, but don't worry, Soulflare does work too. I just enter my details. I accept terms and conditions. This is a mainnet transaction on Solana. I enter my password. Of course, the integration with Blowfish, etc., still need to happen, but that's about it. And then there you go. It's a transaction that's on chain. I can now re-enter my email to get the confirmation because that's what I did here. I can check that on mainnet the transaction went through, and to validate that all of this is now happening, if I click on my wallet, I see that I got an NFT. That NFT is the IOU. It now tells me that I pre-purchased the product. I can then go with this NFT to the shop, in this case the sushi shop, redeem it, eat my sushi for free, and then every subsequent sushi box that's sold after that, I get a revenue share for it.
What's your business model then? So, because I get a rev share, do you guys as well? Or?
Yeah, we have a take rate, obviously, on the volume that comes through, yeah.
This is something that Believe also is, like Believe app is, I mean, at least marketing as they do, like you buy into a token and that token hopefully somehow magically in the future gets you some value out of that project. Do you, like, is that the same angle that you're taking, or there is some legal contractual obligation for the team to actually deliver a product and the rev share?
For sure. So the difference with Believe is that we actually don't tokenize each individual product. There isn't 1,000 products for each product. The revenue share is directly brought back to you. We actually have our own token, and the own token, what we do is our whole business essentially is off-ramping USDC onto fiat to give it to the producers, they produce the product, and then on-ramping the revenue share back through Nomu. We actually buy back our own token, the Nomu token, whose only purpose is to distribute value to the wider community. So you have two types of people, the pre-buyers, who would then get that token straight back to them as revenue share. And because we bought it in the secondary, you can sell it. It doesn't come from Treasury, so it will be delta neutral if everybody were to sell everything. But on top of that, because you can assume that not everybody would sell everything every single time, if you're just a wider community member that believes in this vision and you didn't actually get into the pre-purchase of any specific product because it'll be really tight spots, well, you perceive that revenue share as net buying pressure into the token. And so it's an indirect distribution of value to that as well. So there's no multiple tokens, there's one mother token. Imagine Berkshire Hathaway, their model. You don't actually own Nike, you don't own all the individual stocks. It is the mother company that perceives all the value, and it's the most community-centric bottoms-up way for us to distribute the value to everybody that believes in this.
That's the Nomu token, that's like Berkshire Hathaway. Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Cryptopoly and the Pixel. So Cryptopoly now, and then the Pixel.
Come on, Josip, you need to pump it up a little bit. Cryptopolis.
Cryptopoly. Or
Is it Cryptopolis? Did I pronounce it correctly? Is it Cryptopolis?
No, Cryptopoly, like Monopoly.
Ah, like Monopoly.
See, that's actually a good name.
All right, so everyone, give it up for Cryptopoly.
Okay, ready? My name is Nikola. I come from Cryptopoly. We're tokenizing real estate yield. So basically, real estate investing is very hard. It's a high entrance ticket. You need to purchase for over $50,000, $100,000 to actually own your real estate. It takes weeks and weeks of paperwork, lawyers, and your capital is locked for 5 to 7 years if you actually want to earn some money on it. So invest with us and invest with USDC. Choose your own project, choose your yield, choose your lockup period, and finally diversify your meme coin heavy portfolio. So, built with experience, with over 20 years experience, exposure to 5 markets in the European Union and outside of it, like Israel, Slovakia, Romania, Serbia, and more than 100,000 meters developed, we offer you security and making sure that every brick by brick is set how it should be. So for our pilot project, we already have available today in Novi Sad, Serbia, in the center of the city. Development is starting in 2 months, and we're looking to raise this project as a proof of concept and also developing everything necessary for the platform. The platform we're building up next is actually a tokenized real estate platform where everybody can become a developer. Instead of owning partial ownership in real estate, which makes it very complicated legally and both for yourself, you're actually investing into projects and earning yield on it, like bonds, or basically treasury bonds. You can choose your own lockup period and invest any amount of money into that. So there is a huge yield opportunity in the Balkans where we will focus in our actual starting of the market, where 60,000 units are built annually, which equates to around $9 to $10 billion of capital. And actually 70% of retail capital in the Balkans is locked in real estate because there is no better alternative. This is alternative for the final retail investor, but for also cash-heavy meme coins or TradFi whales. Invest today with us and contact me on Telegram if you have any questions. Thank you.
Who's your competition? I mean, I'm asking this because I've seen this Stripe before for many years, and I've seen this, I've heard this at conferences. Why you? What makes you different?
So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. So our actual focus is that we've built a lot of actual fungible real estate, both in the commercial and the residential sector, and we want to not promise ownership of the real estate. This is basically for someone that doesn't understand it. This is for someone that wants to diversify his portfolio, and instead of depositing into stable coins, farms, or something similar, he can actually deposit into real estate as kind of a hedge on the rest of his portfolio. And for the why us question is, of course, just the experience and the team behind us currently.
You should say this in the deck. So it's like, there's this, there's this, there's this, they made this, they have this amount, because it also helps you sell it better.
Of course.
I second that. A lot of teams and a lot of pitch decks kind of present the team with hundreds of years of experience. And maybe you, I mean, I don't know anything. Like now I understand that you actually have a real estate company and a lot of experience there. So maybe there should be more insights about what is the company behind it, what is the track record, an example of like biggest highlight, maybe biggest, you know, building that you have built when the company was founded and things like that. Because like arguably one of the biggest assets is the actual like track record that you've had prior to moving to crypto.
Exactly, thank you.
You mentioned at some point that like there are some legal and regulation barriers to what, like fractional ownership?
Yes, fractional ownership, usually depending on the EU laws and what the project wants to achieve with that, is very hard and takes a lot of KYC, a lot of bank confirmations,
and
residence,
how are
etc.
you hedging it, and what is the actual
we actually have a legal frame. Sorry.
So there isn't like a legal and regulation hurdle which usually accompanies this type of industry.
Yes, so we're not tokenizing real estate. We're tokenizing real estate yield, the best part of real estate. So basically, instead of owning that real estate, you own the profits on the real estate that we develop and sell afterwards. Or rent out in the future, we'll see.
And you may have touched on this, sorry, I was not following, but what's the business model then? You take a transaction fee?
So in the beginning, we're launching a pilot project, which is our own project, and doing it as a fundraiser. But later on, we want to develop a platform that allows anybody to invest for the yield. So it's not investing into real estate, it's just owning the yield from the projects.
But will you, so what's your business model then?
So we help project developers in real world with our well-established connections start actually fundraising through crypto and offering the profits back to the investors.
And then do you take a fee?
Yes, we take, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it, but we take the fees for the platform and helping them on board, and then probably an allocation on the project itself.
Sorry, I forgot to mention we take 10% fee.
Yeah, 50%.
And you've already signed the transaction.
You're done. Thank you, everybody.
Hi guys, I guess I'll be the last pitch today, so thank you for that. Woo! Thank you. Woo! So my name is Mick, and the last week I've had the pleasure of attending Split Startup Village, where I learned a lot through so many workshops, and I also had the chance to actually work on an idea myself, which is Pixel, a place where artists and people can co-create art and actually own the pixels that they place. What does that mean? So as you can tell on the board, it's a real-time decentralized canvas on Solana, where people can make their canvases but also trade them. So I think that realistically, a place where people, artists can collaborate, especially on the digital side. It's sometimes hard to find. And combining that with real-time rewards, there's actually a possibility there. So I'll quickly summarize what I had in mind. Basically a real-time canvas, which updates instantly, a credit system where 1 pixel placed equals 1 pixel, our native token, a 5-second cooldown to actually keep it competitive, to keep it fun, as well as, for example, purchasable items such as a burst pass, which allows for 30 seconds of unrestricted placements. Also colors, unlockments, for example, mini games, levels, leaderboards. There's many, many possibilities. You'll see a mini game on the next slide as well. And of course, the ownership part. So I was thinking, for example, at the end of an event, or let's say the first time that our main canvas fills up, there will be a snapshot which can be transferred into an NFT. So if you see on the right, that's, for example, the Minesweeper game that we have, but we also have Mastermind, for example. We have templates. We have a lot of different stuff. Looking at the monetization, the main part being next to, of course, the sync of pixel. When you place pixel, that is how they get spent. We also have the NFT auctions, and these will be paid in native Solana, being the income of the project. The canvas and events, so I was having in mind, for example, for an event, so a split startup village, for a week, having this kind of canvas, or let's say a monkey DAO kind of canvas being brought up. Scaling community-wise, I think something I learned throughout this week is that community is essential. So I really want to play into that. Look into already key artists, look at community growth, referral programs, partnerships. It might be ambitious, but I think that community is the way to go, especially for a collaborative project like this. And then lastly, our amazing experienced team, being myself. I'll call myself a quarter-stack developer, with an ask of absolutely nothing, because I don't ask for nothing for much. Because the point being that this is a problem, it's a hobby, it's something that I learn from, and that's the same reason why I'm doing this pitch, not to convince you necessarily, but to learn from this whole experience. So if you are interested in collaborative art, I'd say let's connect and build something together.
I'll take the whole round.
I'll give $1.
So there you are, you're oversubscribed. And how many years of combined experience?
My first event was Athens DAO, where I also listened to your beautiful presentation there. So I only started in January, and then I did a Turbine program, the Builders Cohort, but really trying to develop myself, trying to learn more, and honestly, that also thanks to Startup Village Split, because while I have the mic, let's just say this event has been absolutely amazing. So let's also give it up for the guys of Startup Village Split.
So, are you looking for something, or you're just like a guy from Solana who came here to flex and show how awesome they are?
I would say that I am looking to work in Web3 as well, so that might be a thing. But in general, I think this was just fun to do and to develop and learn.
So I just want to say something about this guy. Obviously, he's not from the Balkans. He came in here as like a guy from Netherlands, and he's living as part of Balkans. So welcome to community.
Lekker.
Okay, so guys, you had a question for him?
No, we're making him an honorary Balkan.
Oh yeah, bro. we just need to teach him curse words, but we will get to that
That's
later.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy. So, as this was our last pitch, we can take a small break. The judges will, 10, 15 minutes break until judges get all the results in. After that, please, all of you come back so we announce the winners, and after that, we'll take a picture together. So, Sigi time. Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot something really important. Yeah, like really important. This wouldn't be the same without all of your love and support and your vibes. So please, applause for all of you. But you gotta pump it up.
away now. I just need you by my side. Lately, I've been thinking, baby, we could get away and never look back, never look back, never look back, no, never look back, never look back, no.
Do we have any like for pictures, like like the check of $1,000? We don't have it. Ah, nice. Okay. Thank you for the last 10 days or so. Thank you for the demo day. You've been a wonderful audience. We're coming to the last part where we announce the winners and the honorable mentions. And after I'm done with my part, Matthias is going to come and close the stage and close the event. Partially, because again, tomorrow we do still have the co-working if anyone's interested. And another note, even though we're going to close the stage, you can still go to judges, ask for feedback. You can still go to me, go to Mattia, go to anyone from the Balkans, and keep connecting and pushing for it. If you don't have somebody's Telegram handle, ping anyone, we're going to forward it for you. So don't let it stop here. Continue building and continue iterating and ask for feedback. With that being said, out of 15 teams in total, and all of them participating in pitching, we first eliminated 3 because they were actually too good to participate. They were not like a pre-seed, or maybe not pre-seed, maybe they... Anyways, they were kind of out of scope. And what we're going to do with those, essentially, is we're going to try to help those teams on different regards. Like, we're going to start with a clap, obviously, so there's going to be one. And we have more to offer beyond the clap. So that's going to be, for example, intro to Toli, to Nom, and a couple of angel investors from Solana, a couple of venture funds, or maybe if they need to talk with users and go to market, maybe they're going to get a repost from Solana. Whatever it is, those teams potentially don't need the funding or don't need the funding from this stage. They need something else. With that being said, let's introduce all 3 of those. Personal favorite from all the judges and myself, Pitch, which actually crushed it from the first second to the last second, and a founder which proved themselves by dropping by here in the Balkans and nailing down. Let's have a clap for Re-Rate. Where is Brett? Is Brett there? Ah, he's there, beautiful. Thank you, Brett. You were actually really amazing with the pitch. I remember Brett from the Founders Villa in Dubai like 7-8 months ago. It wasn't the best pitch. I mean, I can say that with pure low because my pitch also wasn't the best. And this one was very brutal. It is brutal. Okay, the next one coming up, which was too good, too good. It had waifus as well. They had shirts and they had 9 million in funding. And want to help them out of ways. Let's have a clap for Soul Arena in case Vedran. And the last one, which won all of our hearts and won't win any funding and probably doesn't make sense to be on the stage for usual reasons. But we were actually really happy to see for last minute Mick to come in. Let's have a clap for Pixel. Okay, so V-Rate, Soul Arena, and Pixel, they all won our hearts. They were too good to be true. And we go for the top 3 teams. I'm going to read the third, and then the second, and the final place. I'm probably going to announce the first. Oh, yeah, no. We're going to go for third, second, and first. With a note that if you're not in top 3, there is a couple of very interesting teams to us that we're already helping and we want to continue helping. And we do have a couple of more ways where we still options where we still haven't explored the way we can support you. So even if you're not in top 3, we do have a way for you to end up in top 3 next time or to accelerate. So don't be discouraged if you're not in top 3. And the battle was kind of also fierce, so the top 3 was there. Okay, anyways, to stop with the blurb. Yes, I have to also, no, I'm thinking about the phone because I have to move it because the camera as well, right? Okay, so let's have the third team join us on the stage so we can take cute pictures and go for Twitter. And let's all welcome with a clap, Solar Surge. So for those of you that don't know, Tony is building from a country that still hasn't actually have a single unicorn, which is Bosnia and Herzegovina. He is 17 years old, and from my And one of the reasons, so don't think this is the reason why he was in top 3. He was in top 3 because his product and the team, etc. But one of the reasons why Superteam Balkans is double down on him is because we do believe that he could be the first person in Bosnia to become that unicorn. So have a clap. It would be actually amazing if the first unicorn in Bosnia and Herzegovina comes from Web3. That would be a breakthrough news. Okay, so for the second spot in the pitch competition and the $2,000 prize, we have a team that's coming outside of the Balkans, but they won our heart, and they're also going to become an honorary Balkan member. No, I don't know. But anyways, let's have a major clap for Nomu. There's no more. Danny, yes, Danny, I knew it. I knew it's Danny. Okay, without too much going into details, I think it's kind of clear that Danny had a really perfect pitch. He nailed it, both from gestures, emotions, and vocabulary, and also the business model and the experience. So it's going to be amazing to see where Danny goes in the coming years, and Balkan is always going to be there to support it. So let's have another clap for them. Thank you. With more passion? Malisha, please.
Do.
We're going to do the beatbox.
Sometimes a man's got to do what the man's got to do. And if you're a founder, you just go out there and do the thing, and no one is even asking you to do it. Let's first of all give a round of applause for Josip. He's tired, he's been hustling, grinding, talking to a lot of people, remembering a lot of names, and forgetting a lot of names as well. He approached me this morning and said, "Oh, you're Malisha, right?" And I think we've met. I'm pretty sure we met. But anyways, and really, like, what we have done as judges, to just give you an insight about the process was, we sat down, everyone just went through their final scores, we summed them up, and there was like really not a lot of discussion initially. It was just like pure, mathematics and just scoring and then figuring out what it was. And it really was not easy to, finalize the winners because like the differences were literally like 1 or 2 points. But I think with that being said, don't get discouraged, whoever is not, as Josip said, whoever is not in the top 3. And these are our opinions, and maybe we are wrong. Like a lot of founders just are too bullish on themselves and just keep grinding. Doesn't matter what others tell them. With that being said, we believe that there is a team who nailed it on all the different dimensions, and seeing their progress from a hackathon to hackathon, they just were, I think, unanimously won this competition, and that's big. Yossi. Thank you, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, we're going to see you.
Can we also have other winners join us on stage for one photo with all 3 winners? And then I believe we should all take a photo. Should we after that all take a photo? Yes.
Judges, what?
Who are you two?
Well done, guys.
I'm just going to be here. Yes. Yeah.
Let's go, Superteam Balkan!
You know how these Romanians are, they come to Croatia and they're like, we're gonna take their grants and their prizes and their women. Just kidding. My name is Matija.
Yeah, I'll just keep it short. We've been here for a long 9 days. We have one more day ahead of us. I just wanted to express that this was a great experience that I really am not gonna forget for a long time. I hope you guys had the same experience. I feel a lot of you have. Thank you all for coming, but mainly I just wanted to thank members of Superteam Balkan, everyone who worked on this, and of course my beautiful girlfriend Maria, who designed all of this and had a lot of sleepless nights. Also, of course, to Marko, to Željko, to Ožek, to Ivana, who had no business doing as much work as she did. To the AV guys, like a huge amount of people worked very hard on this. I'd like to thank all of them, and thank you guys for making this a beautiful startup village. I hope it's not the last one. We already have plans for the next one, and hope to see you guys next year. And now, please come up on stage for the group picture so we can look as good or better than other super teams on startup villages. Thank you.